Okay. I have to see how this posts. I haven't been live for like a week. It's 11:11 I see though. Let's see, I gotta find the video. Hi. I can't find the feed, hang on. Perfect. Hi, I haven't been live for like a week. I'm Facebook banned again, which I don't really want to rant about. So hi, I want to talk astrology and manifesting with this energy. I put a couple articles up that I channeled this morning, and there's a big emphasis on timelines and the things going on with them. Give me a second. Hi, Gabrielle. Good morning. I'm getting my life together. I'm trying to pick my mission back up. I'm kind of slow to move right now. I'm Facebook banned anyway. I've been playing on Instagram, posting there, which I do anyway, but it's not quite as fun to me because I don't really like use it a lot. I do put a lot of memes up there, but I'm not real into it. I'm real mad actually at Facebook. I'll just get it over with. I'm very mad at Facebook, and not like angry, just like not like an angry kind of way, like I'm just kind of annoyed with them that they always take the witches' sides around here. Right, it seems they're always siding with these kind of weird encounters I'm having. My husband, yeah, coming back married from my storm, he had like 4.9 thousand shares on his last post. And I said right before I got banned to him, I was like, our pages are both on fire. Like, our pages are looking great, right? And so, you know, now I'm banned. I can't post on my page. I only have this account so that I can still do my live feeds and so that I have access to my business page, which is really important to me, right? So I'm always quarantined anyway. Facebook has me banned. 98% of the time, I can only post in or comment in groups that I admin. Like, I can never just go like say, hey, what's up in another group. Every time I try to, I'm blocked. Like, anytime I ever try to share my videos, blocked. I don't even try anymore, which is kind of absurd to me. Like, I'm not doing anything but posting videos, right? It's kind of absurd to me. So I'm already in these quarantined areas, not banned. I'm already in these little areas. Like, I'm stuck in my own groups that I can't post or comment or say anything in any group but my own. So I already look at like these little quarantined areas, including my house. That's another quarantined area that I'm in. And I'm always in these little quarantined areas, and I look at it like it's a good thing because then, you know, we can control the people that are in our groups. Like, there aren't the weird, you know, entities stalking people and all the stupid drama that other groups have around here. So I'm always like, okay, well, the universe is just keeping me safe. So I get Facebook banned off of, I'm not even joking, a spiritual meme in the Violet Flame meditation group of all groups to get blocked in, right? The meditation group, swear. I couldn't make this stuff up. It was a meme that was talking about, it was just text about sexual energy exchange, nothing else. And it got flagged for violating their sexual policy. I post pictures of half-naked spiritual type women all over my pages, right? Not a problem. But if you want to talk energy, it's suddenly a problem around here. So it clearly got reported. Like, even though my husband says it's just random and that they probably just go through your stuff, probably not. You have to get reported. I don't buy it. So I get to do office work at this point. I had to comb through, I'm not joking, on Mike's account, because there's a thing where if someone blocks you and you're in a admin of a group, you can't even see if they're in your group anymore. That someone can block you and you can't go see if they're on the member list. You can't even see the people who hate you, blocked you, right, in your own groups, which is really weird. Facebook just changed this recently. So on Mike's account, the universe puts me to work doing office work, which I hate. I had to comb through thousands of member names, like hand by hand, going down the whole list of the Violet Flame Meditation Group. I started to do New Earth. I did the Reiki and 420 spaces. I did a lot of groups. Like every single name. It took a lot of weed. It was really boring to do. I was telling my husband that I had done this in the past, and I deleted all the black accounts, the ones that were inactive, like people don't have that page anymore too. And I told my husband that we had done this in the past, and it took 2 people in a week to do it. Yeah, and the person helping me was much more excited about it than I was this time. So, found the witch bitch that reported me. It's just the same one from last time that wrote the article about me that I was bitching about last time. And so our spaces should at least feel a lot cleaner. I'm feeling real good about it though, because you know these people are probably in our groups and we wouldn't even see because they have every admin blocked. So we have like one rule around our spaces: don't block an admin. We saw that with Bob when he came and blocked all the admins and then was trying to vibe and hang out. You can't block the admins because they had to be able to do their job and see what everyone's posting and whatever. No blocking admins. Okay, now I'll get into astrology. I had to rant a little bit because I was just so annoyed about it too. Like Facebook. Well, because I didn't violate any policies. Even Mike agrees with me and takes my side. I wasn't violating any policies. That's why I'm real annoyed about it too. So it's kind of annoying. Facebook hates my account. They love to try to shut down my video page, like for a hobby. Probably because of all my vaxxed posts and stuff like that. They're not into it. It's against their agenda, which is to keep everyone sick. There's a lot of money in pharmaceuticals, and the things that they're talking about that they want to keep in action around here, right? It's a huge loss in money if everyone on this planet just heals and gets healthy. The government will fall too. That if people could step aside and put down the pharmaceuticals, that the government would just completely fall in. That it's hand in hand. They get financed by these companies and things like that. I don't have a number. I'm in the UK. Someone like hits my business page. They're like, "What's your phone number?" I'm like, I don't even have one. I'm in another planet, right? So my quarantine area just got a lot smaller. So I can post, well, I'm posted in all the groups and don't care. I can post in my 420 group and my Reiki group. But the problem is that if anyone comments to me, I can't comment back because I'm not on my profile. It doesn't show up like Sparks of Divine Light Healing. It confuses people. So it just pisses me off every time I go on Facebook on this account. It just really pisses me off. Like I can't respond to people. They don't know it's me. I may as well just unplug. So I'm kind of like halfway in between. Like I should just quit my mission. Well, I did like a week ago. Just continue to not do my mission and be real non-compliant about it, or just do my videos. I'm kind of like halfway in between. I told my husband I felt like I couldn't channel. He's like, "Oh, you're just blocked." I'm like, "No, I'm not blocked." So whatever, I wrote a couple articles, then it started flowing. I was channeling great. I did get a long rest. I had Tony here all week almost. Like we had guests here. We had a lot of people at this house too. Like we did our UK wedding. We put it even live. I loved how they're shady as fuck. Like you wouldn't believe how nervous I was to go get married. Like it's a soul contract. It's shady as fuck. They wouldn't let us see what they were writing in the book on camera. like really shady. They even use words like contract doing it. So, mission accomplished. I got soul contracted to the UK. I'm now contracted to the Queen in the island. I was real nervous doing it, like real nervous. I hated going to that building the million times I had to go to fill out paperwork and get interrogated in the whole process. I was really relieved to just get it all over with. Hi, Tony. I'm blocked, and you can't admit me because I'm on Mike's account and I can't use it. He tells me to stay invisible. It took me like 3 hours to get the password. He said he didn't want to give it to me because his friends asked questions about my spiritual videos that he doesn't feel like answering. So, I got the password. It really is really annoying. I'm just off of Facebook. Like, I'm over on Instagram. I might even make a YouTube video or two. I think I'm gonna do some art projects. I'm already finding ways to fill my time. I was doing some art projects. I might draw some aliens today. You know, I'm on Instagram as Sparks of Divine Light Healing. Flooding it with memes, pissed off. I'm not the only one. Facebook banned on there, I see. I'm not the only channel that has been Facebook banned and censored. We talk about freedom of speech. Wow, I can't even post a spiritual meme around here. So, yes, there are lots of people that get banned all the time. I always see the same people on the offense list. Brittany. We haven't been banned for a while. Well, usually, when I don't have bitch witches attacking me, the universe doesn't try to quarantine me further, right? I feel like I get moved, out of reach. So usually I don't deal with stuff like that. I'm watching this movie last night, or this Netflix series, and it's some kind of like supernatural vampire one with witches. And I know we don't have like the real vampires around here, but it was like kind of like my reality at the moment. It was so crazy. They were like trying to remove this hex, and they couldn't. I was like, I bet I could. It was like real life. This is real life. Swear. I know I'm ranting about witches again. I'm sounding kind of crazy, but this is really my reality at the moment. I'm pretty sure normal people don't go through stuff like this, like witch entities targeting them. And, you know, there's a lot of channels around here. I think it's important that we remember that there's 144,000 Ascended Masters that have assembled their mission, and they have started teaching people around them. And there's just as many fake channels, dark channels, entity channels, right? And they're teaching the same things around here. So it's very important that you use discernment. These are light workers. The witch bitch is reporting me, okay? It's always light workers, right? Light workers. So how can you discern? Read people's energy, their vibrations, right? I think everyone's sounding pretty the same with the material we're talking about. It's really important we get back to energetic basics and realizing that every encounter we have is an energy exchange. I didn't even want to go live because you know I was going to have to rant like I just did, right? If you know me, you know the rant was coming. So I didn't even want to go live because it's very important that I'm doing high vibe energy exchanges, that I'm making people feel better, that they're not coming in contact with me and hearing about the stupid witch drama and stuff like that. I'm supposed to be helping uplift consciousness in whatever regard. And so there are that many Ascended Masters teaching back, woke, conscious, right? Enlightened. But that, you know what? They're teaching a lot of people around them. Maybe some of you guys are too and not even realizing it. And this stuff is spreading, right? Just like that negativity is like a virus spreading through the matrix, so is oneness. So is coming back to source. So are the things that we're teaching. And things are changing rapidly around here. So we're seeing a lot of people are very focused on the destruction that's happening. Look at California. I lived there. When I was ready to leave, and I've been following this internal compass. I just follow my intuition. It leads me around all day long, right? It leads me around, directs me on what I'm supposed to do with my mission and whatever. But when I was living there, I could feel that there was this crumbling underway, especially in the United States. Let's talk about the human body. We can think of the earth as the body. If I am on heart chakra frequencies, right? That's where the part of the planet I'm on. That will be the fourth dimensional timelines. So we can look at the US. I mean, technically it would be 1D for looking at the body, right? No, but we look at that as a lot of what's happening with the third dimension. Those are places of separateness. And I know that we think that we live in this one unified reality. Right now, we're in these little fucking boxes and we're trying to merge into one infinite reality. We've been constructed in these little prison realities, and we're trying to come back to source and this kind of unified consciousness, oneness, whatever it is. But there is a very real crumbling that is taking place. A lot of people just look at it like the whole 3D will crumble. It's more like the old timelines are falling in, okay? Any third dimension ones. So we're seeing a lot of fire. They always say earth, wind, and fire will destroy 3D in the law of one. We're seeing more natural disasters. You wouldn't believe the earthquake statistics this month and last month. They're like constant. I'm watching them hit my phone all the time. I have the little, you know, end time news app on my phone. All day long, steady, 5.0 and above. We're having crazy earthquake patterns that have not ceased. They're just steady. But we're seeing the Shuma resonance is going up too. That these storms are really affecting the planet on every level. I put a nice little 11:11 post up and then got banned like 5 minutes later. And people talk about that. The way I see these storms as they open gateways, they open portholes that are affecting our timelines and the probabilities that we're landing on. I put this really cute post up about how when you make a decision, even the smallest choice, like about what color shirt you're going to wear or what you're going to do, you're splitting into different parallel realities based on the choices that you're making. You're constantly making these timeline shifts all day long. There is a crumbling that is happening with the lower frequency ones. A lot of us are merge points. That's what we're meant to be as channels. If you're around a lot of low frequency people in your reality, you're going to be that merge point for those people in those timelines, right? If you're around a lot of high frequency people, you're going to be a merge point for much higher kind of probabilities too. It's very important as channels that we're ditching anything weighing down our frequency. You guys need to start to look at like every interaction as an energy exchange. How are you guys doing? It's time to get rid of any dead exchanges, one-sided exchanges, the people that make you feel drained after, the type of people that are always just, you know, complaining, taking. Try to be around people that are lifting your vibration. Try to look at these as energetic exchanges. Anytime you're talking to someone, hanging out with them, whatever it is, time to ditch the dead frequencies. We think we can lift everyone up to our vibe. That's the problem, right? And you can for a minute. But I always say it's easier to be at a low frequency and people just drag you down ultimately. We tend to not notice these things. This energy is feeling extra dense. Like I really could have just stayed in bed today. It was just kind of like 50-50, right? It's very dense energy. It's going to take me a second to start moving again in it. So, you know, we kind of fall into this energy and we don't realize that we're sustaining everything in our reality. Anything that you're putting your focus on in whatever regard, you're feeding your energy out, right? So we need to make more room for higher vibe energy exchanges. A lot of people are holding on to toxic people. Well, the toxic people are your karmic relationships. Yeah, your karma. Souls need equal exchanges of karma in coming here. People don't understand that even if you were a volunteer and you had zero karma coming here, you would have to take on some collective karma. It's how we learn. The toxic people that you did not like to be around or you don't enjoy being around, those are your karma. The goal is to get past these lessons, to get past any karmic experiences and to clear it. So we're kind of at this clearing place for humanity. A lot of people are focused on the destruction happening around here, not realizing, well, that's the point of creation. That you cannot have creation without destroying the old. That's where that energy is coming from. So a lot of people are really focused on the crumbling occurring, because just as you're crumbling layer upon layer of who you are, your timelines are becoming outdated. These are realities we created asleep. For the most part. I know we woke up and we've been working hard and making changes. This reality is something that we created sleepwalking. So we have a big emphasis this month on taking creative control of your reality. We have really lucky astrology. Jupiter is center stage. It is all about luck, fortune. This will be the time to win the lotto. Scratch-offs. You're going to be extra lucky, right? They talk about Lady of Luck. That's what comes to mind. Lady of Luck. Well, I don't think Jupiter is a chick energy, but we're going to have a lot of really good luck hitting the planet. That wasn't a one-day thing. This 11:11 porthole, it's an energy gateway that's open till January. We are going to progress past Venus retrograde. We're shifting into Mercury retrograde. So, hopefully that was good for your relationship. The Venus retrograde, it should give you more clarity, more insight on yourself, your partner, your relationship, whatever it was. For some people it was bad. Well, that's a relationship you need to let go of. If you were having a rough Venus retrograde, it's probably time to let go. You know, so many people are ready to settle for karmic soulmates and things like that, not understanding that as we're changing ourselves, our relationships should get better and better. The people that we're drawing to us. Mercury is about communication. You might feel blocked, like you just don't feel like talking to people. You might feel more of a pull to be by yourself right now, because while Venus retrograde had a good reflection on everyone around you and your relationships. Mercury should be kind of putting the focus back within yourself. So it might feel like you just can't communicate with people. You just don't feel like talking to people, right? You're just feeling a need to isolate. Whatever it is, our next, I got the moon calendar out. Our next full moon is in Gemini, but we did just shift into, we're shifting into Sagittarius. I'm getting a little early, but we do have planets in Sagittarius, so we're getting ready for the sun to shift into Sagittarius, but we do have a lot of Sagittarius elements right now with Jupiter. Sagittarius is meant to be optimistic. My mom was a Sagittarius. She's probably always one of those really upbeat people, no matter what. Real optimistic. It's a fire energy. Wow, we see the earth burning down, right? Sorry, 20 million people had got red flag. They're called red flag warnings in California. I was like, I had to Google what the red flag warning was. Apparently, it's extreme weather causing fires. So there's a lot of posts going around about the government burning down the planet. Yeah, I believe that, but you gotta understand there's these natural energy cycles. So we're so fast to blame the elite for a lot of things, myself included, right? But there's these natural energy cycles that are occurring too. And you gotta understand, they're probably scared shitless and don't know what to do either. They know that the planets, crazy things are happening with the energy of the planets. It's probably the biggest thing that they're not disclosing. We keep on having very intense solar flares, geomagnetic energies. I keep saying these energies are going to get more and more intense as we do this ascension, especially into next year. But the good news is that as you're going through these activations and upgrades, that it should be getting easier and easier for you to handle every storm. You should be, from when I first woke up, I felt like I couldn't move. If I would say that, if I laid around, I'd probably feel worse, and I would probably have a lot of emotions surfacing around a lot of the full moon storms and things like that, right? But now I'm able to flow really easy in them and use them for my mission and to manifest and to work in them. That's why I'm always trying to kind of flow. I just kind of naturally flow with the energy cycles. Like I always say, this is my week of rest now. I'll try to rest more. I'm unplugged anyway. Try to recharge more. Those... I should say those, yeah, that or those energies that we're hitting on 11/11, which is yesterday. I'm so off the planet right now, right? Which is yesterday. They aren't just like this singular day event. Like it's kind of like the event. It's an unfolding of energies. It's an unfolding energetically, and you just got blasted with so many high frequency light codes, galactic codes. You know, you can call them star codes, space codes, whatever you want. That is hitting the planet right now, still hitting the planet, still people are taking a minute to recover and integrate, and they're recoding your DNA, they're reprogramming humanity. I was telling my husband that I think that when people awaken, it's more like you got sent an activation code or one was triggered in your DNA to wake you up to your deeper purpose, your mission, right? Your spiritual reason for being here. So as these codes are hitting the planet, they are triggering huge awakenings within the people around us. You need to understand that it's going to be more like a DNA kind of reaction within your body that's going to spark this awakening. So we're getting ready. Oh yeah, with the slippers. I was going to wear pajamas. I'm just kind of taking a minute. I hate when I get knocked over by bitch witches. Especially when we find out who did it, and it's just so annoying to me. I'll just take a second. So, Tony, I feel a lot lighter too. We were doing a lot of intense healing and purging with that storm energy without even realizing that every person on this planet is going through these crazy purge cycles. I describe it like being in a washing machine. Like, literally, humanity is being cleansed on every level. So, you know, as we're going up in frequency, anything of a lower frequency is being purged out on a soul level, whatever that looks like for you. But we should be getting lighter and lighter with every storm. I just said everyone should be feeling a lot lighter this week. It could take you a minute to integrate to this stuff. I've been seeing a lot of ascension symptoms, people feeling like shit all over my walls, stuff like that. Take a few minutes to integrate. Good, I'm here. I'm getting up. I'm moving slowly. I'm getting Mike up too. He's gonna do my fucking stack of work today. I'm real excited about that. He's been more tired too. I always study how he's doing in the storms. I always study the people around me and how they're doing with certain energies so I can kind of gauge what's going on with the planet. He's been more tired. We did lots of stuff, me and Tony. I'm gonna sage again too. I've been doing lots of purifying. I got a ton of these dragon incense. I love them. And then my mother-in-law gave me some more dragon incense. So I'm lighting the dragon incense. I'm chilling. I have binaural beats on here. I'm getting back in my workflow. Let go of the toxic people around you. Those are your lessons. Yeah, the teachers, they're your triggers, the people that annoyed you, the narcissist, your greatest teacher ever. Your parents, teachers. They taught you everything you don't want to be like usually. Any lesson is about love. But it's about self-love. So many people are just like, I had someone so mad at me this morning in the Galactic Empath Healer group. And then I go to respond and it responds as Mike. And I was like, fuck my life, and just probably unplugged. So someone got upset. They said, you say you're a healer. You say you're a healer, but you don't believe that you should just love everyone around you unconditionally. They think that you should love the toxic people and that they will heal. That's the problem, that they're not going to, that they're just going to take and take and take your energy, and they're not going to do any inner work, and it's going to hinder both of you and probably destroy your life eventually once you get depleted enough. So yeah, I believe in unconditional love, but I also use my discernment. I don't keep toxic people around me. Like, I don't. And the universe will remove these people on your own if you ask the universe to. If you ask the universe to begin to remove the toxic people around you, it will help you with that. It'll help you get rid of the things not serving you. So no, I don't believe that I should be around toxic people. I don't. And even if they're family members, could care less. I'm trying to transcend karma too, so what use do I have for my family? In all honesty, when they're your first karmic experience. I came here to release that stuff. I came here to conquer whatever karma they could and to heal it and transmute it. And then I'm going to move on with my journey. And it freed up a lot of space around me doing that. You wouldn't believe it. When I came to the UK, it was like, I have a blank slate to create anything I want right now. Some people, it was really scary to hit the reset button on my life. But the 2 times I did it in the past year, it moved me to higher and higher frequency timelines. So we have to let go of the old. We're always trying to create something new, and we're always so scared to let go. What if things don't go? What if it doesn't work out? What if things go a billion times better than you could dream up right now because of this Jupiter element? And you can make these huge shifts. We have a fucking Stargate open. A Stargate that anyone on the planet can access to slide to a better probability, reality, timeline, call it what you want. We have powerful things happening energetically. We're emerging from this storm a lot lighter. I know everyone feels kind of low. The grid feels a little low. It's okay. Brittany's going live later. We're going to lift up these frequencies. We kind of have our own little grids that once you're awake and that you become that channel of light, you'll kind of create your own mini grids around you, whether you realize it or not. So we're going to bring up these grids, and it's an excellent time to manifest. Right when I had gotten banned, I made a hella cash grid with real pounds, real currency. Getting the hella cash grids out when I got knocked off my mission, right? I was like real focused on manifesting. So the focus should be on manifesting right now. I have a lot of shitty thoughts that come out about Facebook. Then I feel bad about it because I'm very aware of that I'm just going to create more of that same bullshit I don't like, right? Sit there thinking, like, seriously, Facebook? And then I sit there, we gotta be really aware of our thoughts. There's all these little traps to bring down our vibration, to take our focus off of everything, right? That's all the media does, that's all the government does. They just want to put their drama out there. Drama. Political drama, it's always drama. So that you'll focus on anything around you outside of yourself rather than your own life. Because we really just need to put our focus on ourselves. So I'm seeing a lot of channels are getting galactically quarantined. I'm not the only one on Instagram banished over there I saw, which is okay with me. So you know what? A lot of times people are not understanding that the people doing videos, the people that are channeling, they're always going to be directing you back to yourself. Any of the ascended masters, people teaching ascension and enlightenment and things like that, it was always to put the focus back on yourself, on healing yourself and changing yourself in whatever regard. I might advise everyone to quarantine themselves. I'm using this situation to quarantine myself as I like, right? Taking advantage of it. But I might want to recommend that to a lot of people, that you might want to quarantine yourself like the next week, so that you can use this pre-retrograde, Mercury retrograde period to do some reflecting and to really think about what direction you want to go with your life, because we need to create bigger realities, bigger dreams, right? We need to really start to manifest bigger. We need to just start to daydream about what our dream reality would look like. So many people are always thinking about manifesting based on what they can afford, what they think they're capable of, what they think that the universe will help them with. We need to really just unlimit it and start to daydream about what your dream reality would look like. This is a dream. What would it look like if you could have it any way you want? And that's how we attract these things to us, through the law of attraction. It's very important that we keep control of what we're thinking about, because it's going to start to feel like your head is all crazy through the end of the month. We have a full moon in Gemini, right? I have Gemini moon. It kind of makes me all over the place with my thoughts. So it's very important that we work on our root chakra, grounding through the rest of this month, letting go of fear and staying focused on our dreams. We just took a tour of everything that was manifested out of fear. 3D, fear, separateness, fear, right? I saw this fucking video this morning where they're talking about the Bible and how it's law. And they're talking about the need for duality and good and bad. And it's pretty much everything that I stand against, because I'm all about oneness and how duality is a soul trap. And so it's kind of crazy to me. In the third dimension, they're really promoting that separateness and duality, and you're this, I'm that. And any type of distortions with separateness in the third dimension, we need to see the unity and divinity in everyone, and actually realize that people have a lot more in common than they think. Right? And we need to come to unity through whatever. I really like my reality because I'm using healing to bring people to unity, that through the need to heal and heal the planet, that we can come to a greater unity around here. So it's kind of amazing. More unity in your own life. You need to be in alignment with yourself to be in alignment with the universe. That's the trick, right? So many people want to be in alignment with the universe. That comes through alignment with yourself and your own energy. I'm reading the comments. I'm about to get off here and do a real video just to get it over with too. Alright, I'm getting off of here, but I'll be like right back real fast too. Stay high vibe, really stay focused on manifesting this month. Like I said, we have placements of luck around here, and they're going to be huge for manifesting along with this energy. And you know, this planet is doing a lot of clearing very fast simultaneously. So, you know, people are seeing the destruction on the news and things like that. Realize that for anything, any timeline being destroyed, one is always being created, and there's pathways being formed all around. So many people are really focused on the negative that's occurring, not realizing that we're making more of that. We're creating more of that. We're creating whatever we're focusing on. So just try to stay focused on anything that you're creating. You guys should be making more lists, manifesting lists, grids, putting your intent out, putting out good vibrations, because this energy really will move you to those probabilities, and fast. We don't realize really how stuff works around here, as in like our timelines, what probabilities we're going to land on. All it requires is you staying positive about things and having good intent about it. Love and light.